Well, hi friends. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute since I have jumped on here and done a video. So much has changed in our lives in the past couple of months. We lost Lulu. We had to put her to sleep on May the 2nd. It was the hardest day of our lives. She just went downhill, y'all, really fast and really drastically, and I knew it was time. And that was hard, and it was heartbreaking, and it was devastating. And then 3 weeks later, they walked into my husband's office and told him they were shutting down his entire department, over which he had been the manager for 21 years. And he would be out of a job in 2 months. So it's been a lot. That is an understatement. Anyway, I am getting ready with some new fall holiday products. My director support package sneak peek came in the mail right before we moved a couple weeks ago, and then I was able to place an order for the rest of the products, and I'm just playing in them today. This is not even the unveiling or the launch. I'll have to study them and learn about them and do a whole video, but I just thought today I'm just going to play in them a little bit. There's brand new concealers and brand new under eye correctors coming, so don't panic. If you were a huge fan of under eye corrector concealer, it's not going away. It's just being new and improved. I know it's normal and usual to panic, but it's going to take some getting used to. It's a little bit of a different formula. It's in a little tube with this cute little applicator. And God, that's attractive, I'll tell you. The 50s is not for the faint of heart. The age spots just begin to pop out everywhere. And I guess it's just a little badges of honor, right? That's how we have to look at it. So what I've pulled here is the light 2 is what it's called. There's light 1, 2, and 3, beige 1, 2, and 3, and bronze 1, 2, and 3. It's gonna be pretty easy to figure out. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the light 2. It looks light. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the light peach under eye corrector. And what you're gonna notice is that it's got a more peachy tint. And then what I'm going to do is just blend those together. That's what makeup artist Lori Hogg teaches. And I'm just going to see how this works, because I've already got on CC cream all over my face. I started with obviously skincare and primer and CC cream. And now I just need to go in and do some more correcting, because I'm just at that age where my face has got some, I don't know, just spots, just age spots, for lack of a better term. It's just happens. It's not fun. And, you know, I'm sure there's all kind of things that, that we can do about it. There's even a lot of things in Mary Kay that you can do about it, thank goodness. But, you know, you can't just prevent all of it. So that's when our little concealers and coverage comes in. And I've got this cute little brush that I ordered offline just because it did seem like a good fluffy concealer brush. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in everywhere that I need a little more than that CC cream. And we're just going to blend this out. We're just going to go find the places, the patches that have redness, that just need a little more coverage. Thankfully, somehow, miraculously, even through all of the stress of the past, I'll say 3 to 4 months, I'm not breaking out anymore. So hallelujah. That is something that has inflicted me well into my 50s. And there is something else that I'm doing for it that is not Mary Kay. I'm not cheating on Mary Kay. I'm still using all Mary Kay skincare, all Mary Kay makeup. But there is a product that I learned about that I added in that I really do feel like is making a difference. And I'll tell y'all about that sometime in another video. Okay, I think that's better. Now, before I do powder, because you know you want to do cream on cream, powder on powder, they're coming out limited edition with some of these fun little gel blushes, gel cream blush. And I've been using the pink one. There's 4 shades coming, but this one is called Coral Kiss. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit on my fingertip, and I'm just going to see how we do with our fingertip. Just takes a little getting used to. I'm a little unsure on how to blend it and control the color. But I want to put this on first, and it's okay if it seems a little bright right now because I'm going to put powder over it, and that's going to tone it down. But I just want to put a little color into my cheeks. So anyway, back to the saga and the drama of our lives. So we found out that Mark was going to be out of work at age 59. Well, he was about to turn 59. That is not something that you want to deal with when you can literally reach out and touch retirement and you're almost there and you've got a plan, and then it all just gets taken away. So it was traumatic. It was shocking. It was devastating. It was hard. But we saw this little glimmer of hope that, well, heck, if we're going to have to move, you know, if we're going to have to go find a job, then it may as well be in Chattanooga, where we want to be, where we've wanted to be anyway. So now I'm taking setting powder, and I'm just kind of tapping it into my face. So he began to look, and I'm leaning out here so I don't get it. I'm wearing white pants, so this could be all over me by now, but anyway, it's a whole story that I'll have to share with y'all someday, because it really was just God's hand. Nothing short of a miracle in God's hand. That he basically, long story short, got a job at his old company that we left 21 years ago to move to North Carolina. The company was kind of going down. It was going downhill. He left, we moved. It ended up getting sold out. An individual bought it, and he kind of built it back good and solid. And it turns out that like 5 or 6 people that he used to work with had left, and they've come back. And now Mark has come back. So they've got like this whole, they call it the Second Timers Club. It's so cute. And anyway, he is back there where he started originally, right out of college. And he is enjoying it. It feels like home. He's just fit right in. They've been so welcoming. And we put our house up for sale. It took it a month to sell, which felt like 9 years. And I know now that I'm on the other side of it, that sounds ridiculous to think that a month felt like a long time, but it did. Mainly because we had found a house here in the Chattanooga area that we loved. It was a new build, a new construction. It had been on the market for months, and it was not moving. And we fell in love with it, and we wanted it bad, and we were afraid we were going to lose it because they recommended that we not make an offer on it until we had a good solid contract on ours. Just the market was being wonky at the time. Oh, let me tell you what I'm using here. You can tell I'm scraping it. This is that matte liquid eyeshadow that came out limited edition, and I love it so much more than the Light Beam. The Light Beam is pretty, but it's shimmery, and I've just gotten addicted to starting my base layer with this matte shadow first. So I'm going to be so sad when I run out of it. I think I'm going to do my brows next before I dive into these eyes. But anyway, it felt like 5 million years, but we finally... This is my janky little brow kit that I'm still loving so much. It's just the prettiest natural way that I've found to just Well, that doesn't look real natural right there, does it? I think I went a little heavy-handed there, but that's okay. I can brush it out. For one thing, y'all, I'm blind as a dang bat, so I just need the magnification when I'm doing my makeup. It's just hard to see anymore. Another glorious sign of the mid-50s. But anyway, long story short, we did sell our house. We did get the house that we wanted because God is good. He's so good. And, well, it doesn't help when your magnifying mirror is that dirty and you can't see anything in it. So it's been a lot. We have, we moved in, we closed on both houses on August 18, and the movers came on the 19th and moved all our stuff in. We've been in here 2.5 weeks now, and everything's coming together. The downstairs really actually looks like we've always lived here because that's just how I roll. I gotta get it all together, and it looks so good. We've had a lot of help from our precious kids, and everybody's just been so amazing. So excited that we're here. It's like a dream to live near our grandchildren. I get to keep Harrison on Tuesdays. He has nursery school with Mia on Tuesdays, and it's just, it's the best. And then I've gotten to pick Emery up from school a couple times, and it's been amazing. Okay, let's jump into this pretty little exciting compact. And I should have cleaned my brushes, and I didn't. So I don't know. We're just going to go with it and hope that there's not a whole lot of other color in here. But I just thought it would be fun to play in this a little bit and just see what these pretty limited edition. Oh, that's pretty. It's a brown, but it's almost got some red to it. I mean, not red, but you know, mahogany-like. It's just fun to play in different palettes, playing something a little different. Just get a little bit of a different thing going on. That's pretty, I like that. Did I dip in a different one? I think I did. Anyway, y'all, it's, life is just funny. You're just clicking along, and you think you know what your plans are, and you think you know how things are going to work out, and you don't. You don't at all. And that's okay. And if we've learned anything through this, it's just that God had a plan. He decided, I'm going to pick up some of this dark color and put it in the outer corner. He decided that we were done in North Carolina. My husband still thought he had, you know, at least 3, 4, 5, 6 years to finish out retirement, and God just said, no, you're going now. And even though it was hard and it was not what we wanted and not what we planned, it's ended up, he's given us the desires of our heart, because it is what we wanted. What we wanted was to be in our family. What we wanted was more time with our kids and our grandkids. And now we live 20 minutes from both of our children. One is 20 minutes this way, and one is 20 minutes that way. And it's a dream. It's a dream. I have to pinch myself in the mornings when I wake up. Now, what should we do now? Let's get a little bit of this. This is fun. This is kind of a rusty, shimmery, almost reminds me of Shiny Penny. Ooh, ooh, oh. That's a little, it's a little bit more. When I tell you I'm just taking you along for the ride today, I did not know what I was going to get into or what the plan was, but we're finding out. Okay, so that's got a little bit more pigment than I thought, so we're going to have to be careful with that when we're putting it on. This is looking a little more than kind of what I thought, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just, you know, that's the thing about makeup. It's not tattoo work. I always tell people just calm down. You can fix it. Let's get a little bit of this white color. Put it in the corner. I always like to make that inner tear duct pop. I think once we get mascara on, we're gonna be okay. And you know the key, always the key, is blending. It's always the key. So you can just blend the heck out of stuff. I think I need to come up underneath with a little bit of something. Maybe a combination of these two. We'll just tap, tap. I'll just run a little bit under there. Anyway, so that's the latest saga on our household. A lot of change. And I'm gonna tell you, the older you get, I've never been a big fan of change. I kind of like to have my ducks in a row. I kind of like to know what's happening. I kind of like to plan things out, have them on my calendar, know what to expect, you know, a lot of. And that has not been the case with our lives. It has been a lot of unexpected twists and turns, and honestly, it's been hard. It's been hard, but I also got sick and tired of hearing myself say that and talk about it being hard. I was so ready to get on the other side. I was so ready for some knowns, you know, just something. I'll tell you what I learned. I learned that I'm a control freak. I mean, I kind of knew that, had a pretty good idea. I wonder if this has a mirror in it. Oh, it does. Maybe I can see. Okay. Maybe I can see a little better in this. I definitely learned that I have control issues, and I like to just picture that the Lord was just up there going, sis, anytime you want to just calm down and hand this over to me, let me have the steering wheel back, chick. You just keep wanting to reach over and steer, and I know what I'm doing. I've got it. I've got you. It's all gonna work out. And you know, here's another important lesson with that too, though. I don't want to be insensitive to people's situations. We don't always get what we want. Things don't always work out the way that we hope they will. But for me, it was more of a faith walk, more of a daily trusting posture that I had to put myself in, of like, Lord, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing this. I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. This is outside of the plan of where I thought things were going. For a while, we did not have a lot of answers. And so it just became like a daily faith walk of just like, Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but I know you've got this. And I had to choose daily to trust him. And I don't know, I wish y'all could see inside my journals. I've gone back and read them because I don't ever want to forget. I don't ever want to forget the times that I was literally just laying on my face, just begging God to work, to do something, to answer us, to give us some direction, to fill in the blanks and the spaces and, you know, work things out. And he did. He did. And he did it in his timing, in his perfect timing, not ours. And things did work out. And like I said, I know they don't always for people. You know, we don't always get things the way that we ask for. But I think what's important is that we're willing to turn loose and trust that he is good no matter what. And that whatever answer he gives us, in whichever direction he takes things, you know, that's what was his will, and that's what was supposed to happen. And it does, I don't know what people do without faith. I don't know what people do without a relationship with Jesus where they can just fully put their trust in a divine being that is all-knowing and all-powerful and sees everything and knows the end from the beginning and has our best interests at heart and loves us more than we can even fathom. If you don't have that, I can't imagine, because I know there were days that I felt hopeless and just broken, honestly, through all this. And I had my faith. I didn't always do a very good job of exercising it, embarrassingly, just because, you know, I'm human and my humanity was coming out. But those are all lessons, and, you know, at 56, I realize I'm not too old to learn some new lessons and to really, you know, learn to put my dependence where it needs to be. Now that's pretty. That's coming together. All right, here's another fun new product. This is called a tinted lip balm, and it's coming in 2 shades. There's a berry one, and then there's this, let's see what this is called. Oh, I can't even begin to see that. Some kind of coral. Let's see what happens. It's a balm, so it feels like chapstick, you know, like a real moisturizing chapstick. But look how pretty. Look how it's just got just a subtle tint and hint of color. I'm feeling like, I don't know, do you feel like the cheeks are enough? I just don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go back with my cheek brush and just pop a little bit more right there. That's pretty. It is fun to just have new shades and new colors and just try different things. I don't know what would happen if we just, let's dip in a little bit of this gold. Just maybe pop it right in the middle. Not used to all this shimmer, and it's kind of fun. It's almost glittery, shimmery. Definitely more than I'm used to, but it's fun. It's just different. Kind of brings out the gold in your eyes. All right, this feels amazing. I love that. Those of you that are chapstick people, this is very creamy, very moisturizing, but then it's just giving you just a little hint of color. All right, that's all I got for you today. Prayers, please, because I have to find a hair girl. My hair girl, Lauren, that I've been with for 21 years, we ugly cried when I left, when I had my last appointment. It was mortifying, actually. We actually caused many people in the salon to shed tears that day because we were crying so hard. You just get attached to your hair girl. You just do. She's become like a sister and a friend and a confidant all these years, and now I got to start the heck over, and I'm terrified, but my gray's coming through and it's time for some color, so wish me luck as I venture out into this new city and try to find a hair girl. All right, catch y'all later.